Yo, yo. How's everybody doing? Harley Birch, the moderator. I don't know why I'm wearing my headphones. I was watching something before I started streaming. Harley, can you hear me, my friend? Sweet. Yes, we have a visor. It's on the shop for sale too. I don't think there's many of these in Australia or Asia Pacific in general, so if you want a cold foil Rudy Legendary, it's up on the shop, flukenbox.shop. It's actually really, really nice in person. It's cooler than I expected because the equipment is cold foiled. It's very cool. All right. Plan is I'm going to start with a Belgium print Outsiders case. My first, I think one of the first, if not the first in Australia to be opened. It could be a God case. Who knows? Imagine if it is. How sick would that be? Whoops. There you go. Belgium print. This was the Rudy kit case. So, guys, as you can see, we're very close to 2,500 subs. If you're at 3,500 subs. Hey, Velsharoon. So please, if you're here not subscribed, hit the sub button. We're like 17 away, 13 away, not even 17. Would be much appreciated. And I'm gonna get stuck in. I've got 5 cases to open. We'll start with this one. And then we'll actually kind of looking forward to opening some non Japanese print. All right, wish me luck. We have a chance of a God case. Fabnan, so we've seen a God box, but we've definitely seen a God case. So let's just see. Only one way to... Look, guys, it's very, very unlikely. Oh, man, Belgian print feels so much better. So where do we go? We go there. Double rare. Foil. Yeah, the collation is very different to... Bidet or bidet? I don't understand what you're trying to say. About a bidet. Headley's tail, majestic. Okay, see that went rare. Is this a foil? No, that was a triple. That's a weird pack. Oh, it's the dual class slot. Alright, and here's our cold foil. So what are we doing here? This is foil. That's why we sleeved it. I'm so confused. They can go there. Actually, let me fix that. Cold foil. As you can see in Belgian print, it's not a bauble pack. Whatever, I'll deal with that later. The mat is screwing with your eyes. Yeah, it's the that's not on purpose. Although I realize how it changes the depth perception quite a bit, doesn't it? Spike with frailty. It's the professor's. So weird that these packs are not all the same. Vanilla, yeah, they might do that on purpose. I don't see why they wouldn't. Like, it's a cool concept to... I think other games do it. They just don't acknowledge that they do it. I've heard Pokemon do something like that, where you can hit a... let me fix this. Where you can hit like a God box or pack. I think it's packs. Rare. It's cool to be back to the Belgium feel and print. The foils are so different. Mateus, good to see you. It is a very cool playmat. I don't know who the artist is to credit them, but oh, look at that. Look at that. Foil premeditate. It's a banger of a hit. It's huge. That's a big one. Okay, I can see why this is confusing. That's a one rare pack. Does not exist in Japanese print as far as I've seen. Does the cardstock feel better? Remy, it feels like exactly the same as Belgian print, man. No different. Just normal. Feels normal. Feels normal to everything else we've opened for the last however long. But yeah, that single rare pack thing, see? Only one rare. That's going to throw some pros off that are maybe draft practicing with. Yeah, premeditate. I mean, they're not short printed or anything like that, so they should be readily available. Like if you open some cases, you'll hit some premeditates. But they are extremely strong, especially with the meta ranger, the ranger meta that we're having potentially. It's so weird to get used to different collation. But we'll get through it. So far, this box is amazing because premeditate foil, I think, is like a whole chunk of the box's value, if not the whole box's value. Scout periphery is nice. But it's close to a box's value. I don't even know what we have them up for sale for. I'm sure we don't have any left. Right, double rare, triple rare, and then a foil. Okay. Maybe the amount of rares is the same, because that was 3 rares in a row. So, who knows? I don't know. I'm not doing the video for collation. Other people can figure that out. Concealed blade. I am interested to see if the majestic count is identical, though, because we know that we are getting less majestics in general in this set. Welcome everybody. Please like the video if you're here. Please subscribe. We're 13 subs away from 3,500, which is a cool benchmark, cool milestone. See, single rare pack. Although I'm saying single rare, let me check again. Did I just skip a whole bunch of cards? No, it is one. Thanks, Fu. But yeah, this is just box 1. See what happens. There's a whole lot of complaining that in Belgian print you sometimes get 0 legendary cases. It's unlikely to get 0, but it's possible. Well, Fininia, that is not supposed to have 8 majestics. The number's up on the website. Here's my favorite card of the set, Down and Dirty. So it's 8 would be a lot. But then if one of them's foil and one's cold foil, then that's exactly right. You've got 5. It's usually 5 non-foils. Alright, where are we? Rare. Butcher, no. Yeah, the premeditate's very nice hit. It's the majestic of the set. I think, what's the generic majestic of the set? I think maybe Frailty is a stronger card, like a higher priced one right now. Widowmaker Blue. How you doing, bros? Good to see you, man. Razor's Edge Blue. I'm going to go a little slower tonight. I just want to sleeve all the foils. It's been raining in Sydney, and I left a couple of foils without a sleeve, and they are tacos. So, going to try and avoid that. Inertia Trap's a good one. Knives Out. Playing Riptide tomorrow, eh? Oh, you're coming to Para? Okay, well, here we go. This is a bauble pack, right? Doesn't mean anything in Belgian print. That's very interesting, actually. So silly. Because obviously it's a really I think it's a cool feature of the Japanese print to have the bauble right before the cold foil. But maybe that's not on purpose. This is the last pack of box 1. Alright. Well, we hit, I think everything is correct, exactly correct. 5 non-foil Majestics, 1 cold foil, 1. This is like exact rate, what you're supposed to see in an Outsiders box. So nothing special. We just happened to hit a really good one. Hero play from out. No, I barely am playing. When I do, it's Dory. In Blitz, it's a mixture right now. I'm interested, but I don't know if I have the time to like get good at or learn a new deck. It does take a little bit of time to get familiar. I was happy seeing Dromai doing well. I think Dromai also might be a good natural predator for Rangers because they struggle to... I know the Dromais didn't win the event, but I think Rangers struggles to clear Dragons, so we'll see. Save 1 pack. I'm opening all the packs, man. Oh, look at that. Second Premeditate of the case. This one is non-foil. That's cool, though. It's a card we... Ooh, laced with Inertia Red, too. It's a card we want for the shop, so I'm happy to see it. If you're new here, this is all stock for our single shop, flukeandbox.com. So if you see cards on here, give it a day or two, and they'll be up on the page to buy. But what do you mean by save 1 pack? Like, you don't just want the foil out of the packs? It's so odd having the triple, like, equipment and then... tokens at the back. There's a red Death Touch. I don't know if they're worth a lot, but good fucking draft card, let me tell you. Oh, okay, at the same time. Well, mate, unless I've hit some good stuff, I'm opening every pack. But if we hit like a Marvel and a Cold Foil EA Legendary, maybe I'll save you a pack. All right, there's a Cold Foil Legendary. See, I just had to say something. Look at that. You can see it. You can kind of see it at the corner of your eye. Extended Legendary. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Man, we opened like... fucking 30 cases and didn't hit a single one of those. And now I open 1 Belgium case and box 2 has 1. Man. Alright, I guess I'm saving you a pack, Dev. This might grade well. Yes, this is going to PCG in the morning. Booyah. Very cool hit. Holy smokes. That's cool. I did actually speak that into existence too. All right, well, that case probably paid for itself. That's not bad. This was the Rudy kit. I've got the pink visor here. If you guys see, look at this pack. baubles in the middle. It is cold, Daniel. Yes, thanks. Don't you have sorting to do, man? What are you doing in the chat? Sorry, I missed you yesterday too. Was it yesterday? Day before? No, yesterday. That was sick. Now I've personally pulled 2 of those. If anyone's counting. Gee, that's a cool comparison because we have the Japanese print one. It'd be cool to compare it with the Belgium one. I'm only kidding, Daniel. You should definitely take more breaks, if not less. Plunge yellow. Head leads. So Japanese cards are slipperier, but these aren't that still about to knock over some stacks. All right. I'm actually kind of excited because we have a case of WTRu Unlimited, 2 cases of CRUu Unlim, and 1 case of Monarch Unlim. So that's what I'm doing next. Hey, Ricky. Oh, yeah. Man, we keep hitting foil premeditates. We are going to be rich. That's crazy. 2 in a row. Can't complain. It's that or... what else could we possibly want? Codex of Frailty, Rainbow Foil. But I think this is probably worth more. The Azalea card, even though it's a generic. Gotta find some people wanting foil. Wow, that's a nice hit. By the way, like the edges on, I don't know if you can see on camera, let me see. Get the lighting right. The edges are atrocious on this. On the right side. So it's never going to be an exclusively Japanese print problem. Might leave Dev a pack from this box since we've hit the cold foil and the rainbow foil legendary. Cold foil legendary and rainbow foil majestic is what my brain was trying to say. All right, last pack goes to the side. Let me get rid of bulk. All right. Well, we hit probably the second biggest hit you can hit in this product. Or third, depending on how you want to look at it. But it's this Cold for Fable and Marvels. That's the big hits. So that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can get a second massive hit. That would be amazing for the case. So I'm still expecting, like, there's a very high chance of 1, if not 2 Rainbow Foil legendaries every case. I think it's like 1.4 or 1.2 or 1.7 legendaries per case. So there's a chance. I think it's 1.2, but you should always hit a Rainbow Foil legendary in a case statistically. So here's hoping. Infectious Host. Who's drafted this set, and what do you think of it so far? Might that look like a codex out of the corner of my eye? Wouldn't that be nice? What's an ebic? Is that the magic term? Foil premeditates Vel'Sharun, and 1 non-foil. They're foil. It's fucking crazy. And an extended art. Ooh, Blood Draw Trap. Now, I don't think I've seen this card before. Sorry, no, I have seen it. I don't think I've seen it in foil, though. Epic. I understand. What's the magic term people use when drafting? Like how they... Ooh, see? Rainbow Foil Legendary. That's what we want. We'll take that. It's like how they evaluate card values. I'm trying to remember. 4 cases and 1 barbed undertow. Yeah, that happens. That happens. But like, it's funny because the way social media for Flesh and Blood's going, it's like people forgot about variants. That, you know, you can open a Dynasty case and get nothing. You can open Bread. I think maybe that's the one. Yeah, people like complaining, thinking like, because one person got, oh, it's a nice Full Majestic, I think. I don't know if it's worth anything. Because someone opened 20 legendaries in a box that suddenly that's why their boxes sucked. It's such a weird thing. Like, it's a stretch to think that way. Big stretch. I was going to make a video about the whole print run thing, but everyone decided to make one, and I don't think there's much to say about it. I just, my opinion is that it doesn't matter now. It's like, that's the one. Bread. Yeah, I think it just doesn't matter what happens now, even with LSS's statement. People just have a, like, it's not that it's a toxic asset or something like that. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's a non-foil. It's just people's perception. It muddies the water. Having people record their case with like a legendary every pack is not a good look when it's accidental. And then everyone that gets a crappy case just blames LSS instead of remembering that you're gambling and it's random. But anyway, I didn't bother making a video. That's a cold foil back there. Hopefully it's a dagger. That's what we want. If we're going to hit cold foils that aren't legendary, we want daggers. That's a beautiful one. Very, very cool. Man, this case is nuts. I told you, Dev. Told you it was a good buy. So this is the Rudy kit. So we massively overpaid for this case because I wanted to get a pink visor. And I'm like, look, but sometimes you get lucky with the case and then it makes it a good investment. This was a very good buy, regardless of the Vel'Sharun. I know, buddy. I know. Regardless of what we sold the pink visor for, this has been value already. Look at that full. That's a double full majestic box right there too. You want to swap for the Belgian flick knives? Sure, man. I don't think it matters too much, but you can. I'm not. It's not like we're gonna list them under separate pricing, eh? So if you want it, come get it. Keep it aside for you. Someone do the value on what you can see on screen. What do you think we're at? Also, we have $1.25 left, so there's still every chance we hit more. So 2 foil premeditates, 1 spreading plague, Coldfall Orbitoclast, Extended Art, Trench, and Rainbow. I think it's more than a case worth. But even if it's close to the case values, we're not counting anything else. Everything else still sells. Honestly, the way the Japanese cards look, now that I'm opening the same set so in such close proximity, they look better. It's just the edges. Like the surface for sure. These they have a grubby feel to them and look. And you can see, ooh, Buzzsaw Trap's good. See like blemishes on them even though I'm not like looking under bright lights or anything. 3 packs in box 3. What should I do next? CRUu Unlim? I'm feeling CRUu Unlim. With the... Ooh. Okay, not the good codex. These are selling. I think these are really underpriced, actually. WTR. I'm gonna. Why do you want to go to sleep, mate? Is that why you want me to do WTR first? Actually, is Turtle even online? Haven't seen Turtle in a minute in chat, but some of these cases are his. All right, Dev. I'll do WTR next. This is the last pack of box 3. Here we go. I'm pretty happy with this case if we hit absolutely nothing in this box now. But watch, we will hit something in this box. It's just inevitable. Or the Belgium is better. Jody, I don't understand because unless you're like watching chat in the past, watching the video in the past, I don't know what you're referring to. All right. Yeah, but yeah, these are Belgian print. So I'm talking that the Belgian print are grimy compared to the Jap print. There we go. Codex Frailty. Love to see it. Think we're sold out on the shop. Oh, you're fine, dude. Yeah, these are so I don't even know if you're dude. Jody, yeah, these are paper packs, so they are Belgian print. And I think the Japanese print is definitely nicer. But these feel familiar. If that makes any sense. Rare, and infecting shot. Are any of the blue and yellow arrows actually played? See, look, bobble pack, which will. Oh, this does have a cold foil. See, that's just weird. I mean, I'll take it, but Strange. That's a equipment. Blue infecting. People running them in decks. I haven't looked at the Chicago Brawl deck lists yet. The Azalea ones especially. Sedate foil. I feel like a lot of these blues are good because everything with stealth blue blocks for 3. Riptide and Lexic. Gore Belching. Not a bad hit. I don't think this has any value as of yet, but it might just evolve into value. Sean, so yeah, dude, we have 2 premeditate foils. Agagaka, I think you got to ask Dev for that one because I don't ship any of the cards. I think we put multiple cards in in top loaders. Depends on the value of the card. We put playsets of 3 cards in 1 penny sleeve, depending on the value of the card. Card box. I wish. I mean, we've done fantastic. No complaints. God box would be an exaggeration, though. Not quite. Shakedown's good. To be honest, some of these edges look worse than the Japanese ones. The second I flick the card a little bit, it's just white. I think we're halfway through this box. We've hit 5 cold foils in 4 boxes and 4 foil majestic. So I'm expecting 1 more foil majestic because we hit 2 in 1 box. But even if we don't see that, this box has been, this case has been nutty. I'm sure no one here would complain. Look at that. Foil stab wound. I think this is quite a good card, actually. I'm not sure how much play it'll see in constructed, but it's still a 3-block blue that costs 0. Oh, it works on Ninja. Yeah, I feel like that would see play. It feels really good on Kodachis. Since there's no on hits, most people just eat the Kodachis, right? Amplifying. I drafted this. That was a mistake. It's terrible in draft. Absolutely disgusting. Maybe not on Azalea if you have a lot of pumps, but geez. Well, we opened 30 cases on stream, and they were all very average, if you guys remember. We got lucky on Fables, but, man, we hit, we hit 1 Codex total. Is Amplifying Arrow something that works with Shock Charmers? Does it just double the damage of Shock Charmers? Because you can... Isn't there a whole Shock Charmers combo thing on Lexi? Would that be crazy on Lexi? Obviously, it's Lexi art as well. Hey, Devon. Looking forward to seeing you, man. That if it's Devon, not Laura, that is. I'm not sure if I want to see Laura, but you, my friend, we're going to catch up. It's going to be fun. I'm kidding, Laura. Don't kill me. But yeah, does anyone know what I'm talking about? It applies on hits. Yes, okay. That's right. I was trying to remember what that combo is. I just wasn't sure, you know. Man, it's been ages. How many? Has it been a year? More than a year? It's Jersey, man. You don't need to tell her. She'll probably watch it. All right, very last pack of this case. Unlikely to have anything too good in it, but okay. We'll take another Majestic, though. And a foil spike with Blood Rot. Not a bad way to end the case. Well, that was an amazing case. Thanks to Rudy from Alpha Investments. So this is why we have this one Belgium case. It's because I bought myself a pink visor. Well, I bought the kit that comes with the pink visor. Dev, I'll have your oh wait, now when I say Dev, Devon's gonna think I'm talking to him. Dev Vestator, I'm gonna have your pack in here for when I see you. Thanks, Vash. I'm quite happy with that case. I think we made money on that. Even after the stupid amount of shipping that I paid. Alright. WTR Unlim. Japanese print one. Not that it matters too much when it's Unlim. But it would be fantastic if we hit a heart. Haven't seen one of those in a minute. What did we do? We hit a tunic though, the last case, which was nice. These are really hard to get now. A friend of the channel, Mr. Silly Turtle, sold me a few cases. That's what we're opening tonight. So I've got one WTR and then 2 CRUu and 1 Monarch. Wish me luck. I might do this case and then take a quick break. I'm thirsty. Might even make a tea. All right. Here we go. Interested to hear Florida, US, received Japan. Thanatos, all of the US will receive Japanese print soon. We missed all the hits. Here we are, that's right. Commons, rare, foil. Yeah, so your wave 1 was Belgium, and then it's going to be... I think, by the way, I think. But even Rudy has Japanese print now, after his first wave of kits, so that's a weird spot for that to be in. Oh, look at that. Red sigil foil was nice. Opening, holding. Zen, I don't really hold. I open nearly everything. Is there value in it? I mean, WTR and Arcane have jumped in value in a big way. I think there is value in holding them, but I'm not the person to answer. Like, I'm never gonna actually think to hold something the way I collect. Just open. That's all I do. But the sets, look at that foil red snatch too. The set is like, they're very hard to get, man. Martin, don't worry, we don't throw anything out. All our commons go up on the shop, so everything eventually gets filtered and sold. But thank you. Yeah, but yeah, Monarch. Unlimited, WTR, and Arcane Rising, I think are massive, massive sets. And they're never going to reprint those sets, as far as we know. So your only bet is white border for those play sets, for those cards, which obviously not everyone's going to want. Yeah, I know a lot of people that hold the case. I think that's a healthy way to do it. I think it's, to a point, can be unhealthy if a lot of people hold a lot of stock. Like, I'm someone that can afford a lot of stock, and, you know, I feel like if you put a big dent and you start holding pallets of stuff, especially in Australia, the community is quite small. I think it's a big detriment to the game and people getting their hands on stock. So I open everything, we list it and we sell it, and we just open more. It's not super profitable to do that, but we do it anyway. But we find other ways to make profit. Where is the value? WTRu Belgium. 100% of the Belgium print of WTR Unlim will be Belgium. High. Foil old cards are sort of reserve list because they won't reprint them in foil. So that's your reserve list right there. Tunic in foil. They reprinted in non-foil. And all the reprints they've done so far have not been in foil. How much of a seller base is Oz? You're talking customer base? It's roughly it's high. I think it's easy to tell you that 20 to 30% is US, and I think 15 to 20% is Japanese. I really want different art with same name. I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, they kind of gave you that, didn't they? With the Command and Conquer, that's their version of different art, same name, and it's a cold foil one. I just don't think they're going to reprint cards in any way that they already exist. So, but there is a reprint policy. I think a lot of people haven't even read that on the Fab website. Go check that out. Also, the site got updated massively in the last few days with stock if you want to check it out. Not necessarily some nice rares in that pack. You can sort by newer on the shop and see what's been recently. Like, it'll show you what recently went from 0 stock available to higher than 0. If that means anything to you, if you're hunting for stuff or want to keep up to date with what we've added. Blue Wrecker Rump foil is nice to hit. Yes, so far, yeah, Blue Snatch. All right, box 2. Wait, I should split these up just so I keep track, because you don't hit. Did we hit 3 Majestics? We hit 3 Majestics though. That's really nice. 3 Majestics is super nice, and 4 super rares. So I'm not unhappy with that. You're not supposed to hit 3 Majestics. It's shut up everywhere, but that's sort of like, it makes sense. I think that card was underselling. I bought my playset for, what, 500 Australian each? But, like, it's a freaking Fable cold foil, man. So I was surprised that they were even selling that low. And then, you know, all of a sudden, you just couldn't get them. I had a few friends that waited, thinking the price will drop to build a playset that probably won't be able to get them now. Bonehead Barrier, we're not happy with. 4 Snappies is nice. Because, I mean, yeah, it's a Fable, and you need 3 to play. I think it's going to be like the codexes. Right now, obviously, everyone that pulls one tries to sell it, and the pricing is slowly tanking on those. But long term, those things are going to be high, because anyone playing with them needs 3. Right? Potentially 6 or 9 to complete a... Like, if they're in your deck. Ooh, Fall Remembrance shot up recently, didn't it? So, if that's the case, they don't need to be generic. They just need to be played. And they are dual class, so I think the codexes will have a similar... They'll go down and then they'll go right up. I think it'll go up. I think codexes are extremely hard to hit. They're very liquid right now. Everyone that pulls one sells it to cash it in because the price is dropping. But once players end up buying their sets, once pro players, etc., Shadow the codexes are not trash, dude. They're so fucking strong. They're all strong because they effectively draw you a card and punish the opponent. But Frailty is next level strong. You know, I don't need to convince you. You'll find out. It's... I see. Yeah, sorry. Yes, codexes are trash. Especially Frailty. Man, we've hit some nice foil rares and commons. I think we have a few on the shop. I got my hands on a couple of Blood Rots. They're not all updated because I haven't physically got them in hand yet, but there's a few. Wow. Nice. 1 foil unlimited Mask of Momentum. Okay, I'm just realizing you guys can't see that. Martin, yeah, but the thing is, they are vanity, but to get the vanity value, you need 3. So for every... how do I explain it? Like a normal Fable, for instance, you need 1. You can only have 1. Legendary cold foils, you only need 1. It's a novelty, it's a vanity thing, yes, but you have to have more than 1. Ooh. Next pack is a E-Strike. Why not? Yeah, so I understand what you're saying, but you need 3, man. You need 9 to have all of them, and potentially they all are needed in a specific deck or sideboard. So I think they're going to go up in price. That's what I think. It's just, again, like you could disagree, but it's just an opinion. I know it is not based in any... Look at that, a red Snatch. Farron. No, you missed the big hit, man. Whew. Did you miss the big hit? I was literally saying that if I hit an extended art legendary, I'll keep a pack for Dev from the Belgium print, and we hit the Trench extended art. Belgium print extended art Trench. Pretty sure it's the only one in the country. Ancestral Empowerment's nice. Alright, 3 packs left in box 2. This was a crazy box. E-Strike and a legendary is not to be sneezed at. Oh, and a foil Remembrance to boot. You don't enjoy opening? Look, there's not much in it. I would agree. Like, I opened 1 case of Uprising recently. It's such a refreshing experience. Hit 2 marbled rare dragons, you know. To be honest, what I hope they get rid of is the cold foil commons. That's, to me, that's still the feel bad thing. Is you have these really high rarity cards that have nearly no value. Outsiders, I feel like they should have had the Riptide specializations in cold foil. I'm fine with them not having a lot of Marvels. That's completely fine. But it would have been cool to have some, like the Shuriken cold foil Majestic is just for Ninja, you know? So I prefer to see like generics. I prefer to see... Also, there's no alternate art in that, except for the cold foil legendaries, of course. I don't know, but again, I think Ellis is doing a good job keeping things sometimes... When I say boring, it's obviously not boring, but not to just keep trying to outdo themselves, because that results in really bad product design. Yeah, I would have done the Riptide. That would be my little tweak if I had any say. Would be those 3 traps. In cold foil or alt art, like alt art would look sick. Like really... gore, like the way the codexes are, like a completely different take on the card, but not necessarily Marvel. Even if they were just extended art, would have been cool, because you only need 1 per deck, which is why they would look at like red snatch, red foil snatch. But it's also like horses for courses. I think some people are absolutely rabid about the Marvel codexes. I don't think... I think they're gorgeous. I just wouldn't buy them. I don't think they're anything near what the Marvel Dragons were. Dynasty Weapons I didn't particularly love, but that's like my aesthetical choice. It's plenty of people love those cards. So I think you got to remember too, it's just preference. So we've hit no foil Majestic yet. 3 Rainbow Foil Super Rares though. I mean, the legendary sort of sits in the spot of a Rainbow Foil Majestic. Yeah, Martin, see, I'm a warrior player, and like the battle axe is so terrible. It's beyond terrible. Like, it's funny that a couple of content creators that we won't name actually tried to make videos making them sound good. I'm like, no, I'm never going to play it. If it was a Marvel Dawnblade, you wouldn't have to convince me, you know? I'd have one. Probably have more than one. Crazy, bro, really? Yeah, how's the rock build going, Dev? How's that going for you? How many games have you won with rock? And then, like, I don't know who's in charge of these decisions, the rarity and when we get things, but like, man, the amount of people complaining about Jubil being cold for, and I sort of agree. Like, I want a Jubil cold for, but man, I have to win an RTN to get one. Like, I ain't gonna... Chance of me winning an RTN are very low. I want to rather just be able to open that. Or like, you know, Armory promo. Gorganian, no, I still would have rather just a cold for, you know, because it doesn't match anything. Like, it doesn't look thematic. That black, it looks amazing. Yes, Chad, it's at the start of the video, man. It looks... Does that make sense? Like, it doesn't match anything in the warrior. Like, on their own, they look great. Oh, second E-strike of the case. I should have these out. I should show these off more. Here we go. 2 E-strikes. Not the super high value, but still the best Majestic in this set, right? It's going well, Chad, yeah. Yeah, 2 E-strikes. Now, foil E-strike, that'd be more bonkers. That's a huge hit these days. And you can see why. You don't hit that many foil Majestics. Someone was it Kiki from New Zealand? She was saying the reason foil E-strikes are so high is there's however many Majestics in the set, and to hit a foil, it's roughly one a box, and basically it means you need, on average, 40 boxes to hit one foil E-strike, which is the same rate as the heart. So I think, again, people trying to build their playsets realize that they're just harder to get and the price goes up. Cover heroes are only RTN. No, that's not true. You get foil blitz heroes quite often in armories. Adult heroes you usually have to play an RTN or a Pro Quest or something. But they're not. It's not all strictly that way. There's some exceptions to those rules. It's just having a warrior specific foil weapon is kind of weird to give away for an RTN. This is the last pack of box 3. And no heart. All right. Last box. Box toppers too. What's a box topper? Buy a box. Yes, I think. Wait. I'm trying to remember now. Did they say they're bringing back buy boxes? That must be for the next set, right? It must be. So I remember James confirming that, like publicly. It's very good LGS support, but that must be for Dusk Till Dawn. Hey, Martin, it happens. I've given away a heart, man, so I feel worse than you feel. Calling Birmingham. That's cool. We're hitting some crappy super rares now. I mean, I don't think any of them are particularly good. Price of an RF tunic, no idea, Renaissance. I don't know. I think tunics are like maybe in a bit of a bubble too. They're very high priced right now. I honestly, like, I don't delve into this. I don't know what a multiplier is for a 9.5 quad. I think it's just you got to advertise it. Maybe do 50% of what a Raw is. Another foil blue Recuromp. Oh, I see. Okay. Should probably be taking those potions out. They still worth $5. Blue Snatch. I think 10 quad is much more than $1,000, man. Pretty sure the quad, not even a quad, just a 9.5 harder Findle. I'm pretty sure sold for like $3,000 or $4,000, and I think that was in Jersey. It's a Saint. I don't know exactly what he paid him, but I can't imagine it was less than that. Well, tunic would be the same. They're nearly the same price. If anything, the tunic could sell for more. Whoa, foil sink. Red. We've gone very, very lucky with these foil rares and commons. All right. Yeah, I think the case is doing all right, huh? Although, really want a harder tunic. Wow, okay, that's nice. Spinal Crush. I know it doesn't have high value. I don't think it's particularly expensive at the moment, but that's a rare hit. And it's very played. And look at that Alpha Rampage. Semi-heart for 250. I don't know. You Americans have fucking weird pricing on cards, but yes, I understand what you're saying. But I don't think the double multiplier. Crippling Crush. That's a triple majestic box. Yes, it is. Come on, hard to find all. Euro, same. I just feel like I don't understand the. What am I saying? Yeah, I think Tunic and Heart should be similar priced. I think maybe the only reason the Tunic's not is there's so many reprints of it. So many. There's Foreign Black Border. There's non-foil Black 4 Majestic box. There's a whole bunch of reprints. I think that's what. And a full super rare. This box is nuts. Alright. Nothing else. That's our box. They're not double, Chad. I think maybe for some people they're double, but we can't sell them for double. Yeah, like eBay and stuff maybe, but we wouldn't be able to sell that for double. Cool. I'm not unhappy with this case. That was all right. Well, Chad, you're like in a different space, right? At an event and stuff like that, you're already charging a premium. I feel like on a regular day, I don't know if we could ever get double for a quad 9.5. Not even close, but I'm happy to try. All right, that's the WTR done. Gonna have a very short break. And then come open this bad boy. I just need some water. I'll be back. Meeting this weird pumpkin dessert someone gave me. It's very yummy. Crunic time. I got 2 cases of these, so to be honest, I want a shard or 2. Shard or 2 would be nice. This is so weird because it's like red tape, Japanese, but it's like paper tape, not... It's not the same anti-tamper tape that they have. Alright. CRUu Unlim's a funny little set to open. Still has some really good Majestics, really good Majestic equipment. I mean, even Shianas have gone up in price a little. I wouldn't be unhappy. Some chewing ASMR for you. Yep, the fab market is a player's market for sure. These tiny little fab boxes. I don't know, Chad. I don't think there's that many of them to matter just yet. Like we sell a lot to Japan. I'd want to say more than most shops, and it's not like it's good. It's very oh baby, talk about remorseless again, Chad. First pack foil remorseless. That's awesome. Yeah, we get a lot of Japanese oil. I just don't feel like they're driving the pricing. This is early days for them. 40 US right now. A non-foil? What's a foil remorseless? Look at that. Poison the tips as well. You'll find like all the... I believe this is my little take on... 67 AUD is not bad. The mat's awesome. I love it. What was I going to say? All the supplementary sets, I think they're going to see the same kind of weird issue. So you're going to get every supplementary set, Dynasty, Everfest, CRUu. They're going to come out. The prices are gonna go up and then down real quick as they do, and then you just have to wait. And look at that Bloodsheath Scalita. And then over time, you see the real value. I believe that's what we're gonna. That's what the Flesh and Blood market is gonna look like. I think the supplementary, like Everfest Majestics, are worth so much money. Like you can't build a good deck without Everfest for nearly every class. So long-term holds, they seem to be quite good. This is probably not a bad hit right now. I don't think we need any more reprints, man. It's in white border, it's in foreign black border. There's plenty, like the thing is, we have 2 white borders. They don't sell. Like, people aren't buying them. And they weren't selling even under 300. So it's just... The card doesn't need any more print options. I think people still just want the better looking option. And, you know, when Tunic hits $1,000, people will be very happy with the white border one. What's this? Foil KO. Forgot that existed. Kind of crazy to hit remorseless like that pack one. Yeah, it's no one existing. Also, no one that ever like opened a whole bunch. You know what I mean? Like even if you were just around during the farewell to Welcome to Rathe events, right? Just that. There was so much WTR being opened. I'm pretty sure just in our local group, 2 or 3 tunics were opened at those drafts. And it doesn't take much. Like that was the price was 250 Australian. So anyone that was around during WTR Unlim being available as price packs probably has a tunic. It's people joining now. This card is actually, is this the one? No, that's not the one. It's the one that does Gaze the Ages. Check the pricing on a foil Gaze the Ages. You're going to be shocked. I was shocked. Unless our shop pricing is completely off whack. Which is possible. Is Redliner played? Who knows? Yeah. It's expensive, right, Chad, for a rare? Look at that. Another Remorseless. That's a crazy price, isn't it, for a card? I don't know. I was super shocked. I was like, is it that good? Coolest so far was Pack 1 4 Remorseless. That was the coolest so far. Wait. Oh, it's a Majestic. Is it, Chad? Well, that makes sense. Still, that's a pretty high price Majestic. But yeah, it makes more sense. I forgot it was a Majestic. That's probably because I got it mixed up with Cinnering. Foresight or whatever it's called. Alright, box 2. Man, these don't even feel like current Japanese packs. They've come a long way, actually. Overblast. Also, can you guys confirm that the buzzing sound that we had last week is gone? The pull tab would have been nice, yeah. Hey, Calvin. I like the pull tab. Confirmed. Good. Yeah, I think it was having my phone. My phone was too close to the... Look at that Rainbow Fall Talishar. How beautiful. Everything goes to the shop, Calvin. If the stream is labeled shop crack, then it's all going on the shop. It's going to be very rare to see me open personal stock on here. Nice hit, I think. Maybe not in yellow. Edge of Autumn price for the original. That was silly. I don't know if I believe that, man. Like, so one person was buying them out, but that doesn't make a lot of sense at all. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know if it's like someone trying to manipulate the market. Yeah. If someone bought every single one except the one off TCG Player and wanted more. He's paying $1 to $20 each, but again, it's just like, who comes up with these ideas? Like, if a card is $1, there's a reason. It's an Edge of Autumn. I think it's maybe because it has the legendary border. Little misprint, little oddity thing. I don't know. It's very odd. I don't think that's a smart way to spend your money. Or time. Imagine the time you have to spend. It's a corner of that market. Yeah. Again, there's some funny people in the community. There's very funny people. Like, it always. Well, there's the good one. I always find it funny that these people have they're so sure of themselves, even though they're like trying to financially manipulate something like a card game market. Like, I'll tell you where like my understanding of this comes from. World of Warcraft auction house. I remember the amount of people that was so adamant they could just own that. You know, they could manipulate and bot it. And man, it wasn't real money, right? Even though technically it was if you were selling gold. But People had no idea what they were doing. But it was always odd to me, if you thought you're such a mathematical genius, why are you doing it in World of Warcraft or like Flesh and Blood? Like, there's so many much bigger markets you can play in and make real money, like really, really big money, if you have an understanding of this kind of thing. Like, I'm not that financially savvy, and I've met people that make millions commodity trading. I know it's fun, but it's like, it's the people that are taking it very seriously that aren't doing it fun. I hear you. Like, I find it fun to speculate, and Dev and I talk all the time about this. Like, hey, should we buy this and sit on it? Should we buy that? Should we, right now we're buying a whole bunch of pulpings to build some starter decks, like Rhinar starter decks, and we realize you can't buy red pulpings anywhere. We're like, hey, should we should we buy a whole bunch of red pulpings? But we're not taking it seriously, and we don't actually end up buying any, like, in bulk. We just buy it for the shop. There's people out there, the amount of money being thrown around, and how like sensitive they are if you call them out on buyouts is hilarious. So this is this 10 Majestics a box or 8? I can't remember. So far we haven't actually hit anything noteworthy, but CRUu is very unlikely to hit a legendary at all. I think Gorganian Tome is also incredibly rare to hit. Like, ridiculously rare to hit. We'll see. Craterfist is not bad. I don't know how much they are. I don't think they used to be much bigger of a hit. It's not 50% printed, it's 33% printed. Yeah, Gorg Tome used to be bigger when Rune Blades were bigger. It's a very Rune Blade card. I don't think most decks play it. No, legendary text says 66% less printed. I don't know what you're checking. Okay, Gorg Tome maybe, but most of those legendary texts say 66% less printed. 50% doesn't make much sense if you only need 1 instead of 3 in every deck. I'm trying to remember. Is it Majestic Dragons maybe say 66% less? I mean, look, it just replaces itself, right? It's not a. It has some downsides. It doesn't block or pitch. That's a problem. But you flip it from a Ravenous Rabble and you get no deduction because it pitches for nothing. Oh, look at that. This is an extremely elusive hit. It's not, the pricing doesn't reflect how elusive it is. But that is sick. Wait, does that mean there's a shard in this? Does that mean, look at that foil massacre. Does that mean we're going to hit shard or a tunic. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you. It's really odd that it says 50%. Because mathematically that makes no sense. I believe you, but it just makes no sense. Jeff, did you just log in as I hit the Shiana? Is that what happened? Did you bring her to me? I don't know why I'm eating at 11 p.m., but here we are. Nice. Well, thanks for everyone for hanging out tonight. I should be able to get through everything. I still have a whole case of CRUu and then one case of Monarch Unlimited. I have not opened a lot of Monarch Unlimited at all in my life, so that'll be interesting. I think some of the legendaries are still going up in price. Lots of Crunix. I mean, that's the one you want to hit. Shiana's like jumped back up in price a little, but I'm not unhappy to see her. It's still extremely rare card. Once if UPF gains some traction, that's nice. If PvE gains traction, Shiana will be king or queen. She's actually not bad. Like, foil tripwire trap. Nice. One gateway case. Are you doing a US? That's a lot. Also, if any of you Australians are in the chat wants a case of Monarch First Ed, I have some. Well, I don't have them. I know someone who's selling them. Do we need this, Dev, for anyone? Double foil majestic. Euro, even more. That sucks. Alright, this last box is getting towards the end. Would it be nice? A Courage Blade Hold would be nice. Rainbow Foil would be even better. A Tunic would absolutely make this insane. A Shard would make this even better. Foil Majestics, I think. Spoils of War still has some really good value. What's the best Majestic in CRUu? It's not Unified Decree, that's for sure. Foil Benji. Alright, last pack. Is it? It's an Overblast. Cokes is not bad. We'll take that in the last pack. Pretty cool case. We hit a legendary, which is already unheard of in CRUu. It's very possible to hit 0. Let me put that aside. Get rid of the bulk and then do the second case. think if you can get your hands on Mon First Ed, you should. While it's cheap, I think just two things. One, not many people are thinking of, and one, they are. One is Dusk Till Dawn's coming. Everyone's thinking that. But the second thing people are forgetting is James White pretty much hinted that the heroes from Monarch will come in Marvel versions in Japan. So if you're going to get Black Border Japanese Marvel Prism, I can promise you Prism cards are going to be flipping expensive there. Especially with a reprint, if we get a reprint in Dusk Till Dawn. Like, there's a few things lining up that could just see a resurgence. If you guys remember what Prism decks used to look like with how many cold foils and extended arts you could get, there's every chance that that happens again. That's what I'm... So if those two things happen at, like... I mean, we're going to get Dusk Till Dawn before Japan gets localized language, I believe. But anyway, that's the bet I'm making anyway. So I bought a bunch of Monarch First Ed cases. And my sources dried up. It's... Yeah, see, you probably get it a little cheaper than €100. But even at €100, I think that's... If you can afford it, you can afford to sit on a case, I would sit on a case. Or open it and keep the cards, because... Just have a feeling, you know? Just have a feeling Mon First is still going to have this big upsurge. Although I do know there's probably a whole bunch of it in the wild still sealed. Again, my source is drying up, and a lot of it's been sold and opened. You know, Chris Sires has probably opened 10 pallets of it by now just on his channel. Plasma Purifier is nice. I think that in foil's probably got a bit of value with... There's enough dash simps around. What time is it? No, we got time. There it is, Gaze the Ages, I was talking about before. I promise not to use the trippy playmat again. Yes, it's very pretty. Metacarpus. You know what we need? We need some foil cracked baubles. Wait, where's the foil? There it is. Every cold foil hero Riddler, man. That's... Have you got a Taylor? And a Yorick? Yeah, some of those are hard to get. Not the best foil Majestic we could have hit. Alright, last pack of box 1 is... Foreboding Bolt. Not terrible, I guess. Alright. So anyone that's been playing Riptide see any value of the CRUu in the CRUu traps at all? With the errata on them? Right, so it triggers no matter what. Yeah, but them having to pay for the damage is perfect. Right? Sounds like a win-win. If they pay, they're not dealing damage to you. This is box 2. Nothing quite good yet. I think Spencer from Magnolia and Hemel both, I think, have sets of the heroes. If anyone ever, I'm sure if you contact them, they might have a cool photo or like a video of their binder. Pretty sure they both have the set. I helped Hemel get his Taylor that he was missing. So pretty sure Hemel has one of each. But there's some that are like impossible to get. Proto Cold 4 hero, for instance. Good luck. Ooh, foil Skullhorn. I don't mind. Still goes in every brute deck because the AB2. Pretty much might as well have it. It's better than Null Rune. Hey, don't we all realize? If I'd found it a year earlier, I would have bought alpha cases for MSRP. Would have been great. Hey, Turtle. Good to see you, man. I don't know how much you've caught. We hit a Shiana in the last case. And this is box 2 of the second case. The WTR case had 2 E-strikes, Mask of Momentum. They were the big hits. Oh, good, man. I figured you would have said hey if you'd jumped in earlier. But this is box 3 of the second CRUu case. And then I'll do Mon, I think, before I go to sleep. Oh, Blood Sheath. Actually, foil cash-in wouldn't be a bad hit. I don't think we've hit any yet. I feel like that might have... Oh, man, double Shiana. Double Shiana. Woo. Turtle. See you, Riddler. It's actually sick. Like, I know it's not worth a lot, but man, if you've opened CRUu, you know you do not see Shiana often. You don't see legendaries at all often. That's sick. Gonna have to rename this this video to Double Shiana. I opened a case of Belgium Outsiders, Turtle. That was pretty sick. Oh no, they're very elusive. I don't know. Someone somewhere might have stats for it, but like, yeah, you can easily open 3 cases, 4 cases, and hit no legendaries in CRUu. It's very common. But even so, there's only 2 legendaries in CRUu, and there's only one of them is Rainbow Foil or Cold Foil, and that's Shiana. So if you hit a shard in first ed, it's always non-foil, right? A tunic, it's always non-foil. So you're always hoping to see Shiana. She is the legendary in this set. Tunic has value but isn't cool, you know? I think it's a 3rd or 4th Remorseless now. Yeah, I've opened a bunch of CRUu with nothing. Foil Mangle's not bad. Yeah, so 1L in 10 boxes. There you go. So you need 20 boxes to hit a Shiana. On average, is that right? I just want to see a shard. Man, I want to see a shard. I think you want to see a shard. We have a box and a half to go. Well, I want a foil cash in. I get a foil cash in. Put that there. Oh, that's right. That is. It was a first ed CRUu box and hit a Shiana. Yes, Spores of War Rainbow Foil is beautiful. I think even Cokes might have quite a bit of value still. Alright, second last pack of the second last box. And alright. Kiwi Cokes is very strong in Briar. Extremely strong in Briar. Like ridiculous. Because if you have a channel mount out, you draw a card and create a Quicken. You give them a Quicken and a card, but your card is literally worth double their card, and the Quicken is worth another card for you. It's crazy good. It's completely backbreaking in Briar. And you're pretty much always having to block. Whoops. You're nearly always having to block with the card they give you. Like it doesn't really help you as much as it helps them. Especially they're coming in with a Cokes for 7 or 10 sometimes, depending on what they've done. I've been coaxed for 10. Not a good day. And then Coke's had go again because of their embodiment. And then their next attack was an E-Strike. The Quicken gave it go again. E-Strike for 10. It's not fun. It's terrible. Yes, correct. Force of Nature on top of that. Plunder run from Arsenal. Brennan's just like, yeah, take the damage. It's just because Briar's got that extra value that turn, it makes them giving you any benefit worth it for them, because their attack, your attack's not going to come in as much as theirs. Your card value is very rarely going to top what they're doing. Alright, this is the last box before we go Mon Unlim. What do we want from Monarch Unlimited? Husks are good. Rainbow Fall libraries are good too. Footsteps, I think, C play. Library, Husk, Footsteps. I think what we don't want to see is Vestige, Eclipse, and Doomsday, right? They're the... Vestige might see a resurgence. I think it's a very good card. Dynamo I wouldn't mind. Like, I know it's not super valuable, but people always want Dynamo for Kasai. You have to have it. Zumadori, you have to have it. Yeah, I don't mind Dynamo also because they're generic warrior, so they do see play, but yes. It's crazy that those boots are in Monarch and Bolton. I've never seen a Bolton wear them. Never ever. Well, total, it's already started. A lot of Monarch stuff's gone up. Snag foil. Not too exciting, I guess. Right, only a few packs left. I mean, I only realized recently, but does Snag say attack actions? Attack, never mind. Yeah, I think Snag is never going to be super playable, but it's a card that if you put in a deck, you can catch people really off guard. Alright, Chain Lightning, last hit for CRUu. Man, double Shiana, in case you don't believe. 2 cases, 2 Shianas. That's crazy. It's kind of cool. Very happy with that. One of my all-time favorite cards. And Assassin's pretty playable, I think. Didn't Azuri... Azuri just top 8 something? Total, I mean, I didn't make money on him. But I'm happy I bought him. Yeah, no, they definitely weren't duds, hey. Like, a Tunic would have been nice, but honestly, I'm happier with Shiana. I feel like it's just one of those sleeper cards. I don't think it'll ever be competitive. People that think she'll be competitive don't understand. But I do think PvE will bring her out, the value. Alrighty. Good night, Turtle. Good to see you, buddy. All right, here we go. I don't think they... What's the point of adding cards in Outsiders that do silver? Like, you have all the contract cards. They're already there. By the way, this case is absolutely munted on the outside. So I have big hopes. Big hopes. Must be good, right? Now, problem with Monarch Unlimited is it is so weird to open. I believe from memory, the cards are like not all in the same sequence as you would expect. Okay, so a couple, yep. Herald of Ravagers is the foil. And let's see if they're all like that. Set of foil Seeds of Agony. Look at that. We're rich. Did it. I know you're all jealous that I just hit a foil Seeds. LL format when? Okay. Oh, baby. Oh, Lord. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Should I just give away the rest of the case, or could be better? Chowder, how could it be better when pack 3 has the library in it? Now, it could have been the shard. Could have been the shard, could have been a heart, but look, we hit the library in pack 3. We have the whole case to go. No, Chad, before. I mean, if we're going to hit a Fable, we could have hit a Fable in the other sets, you know. I mean, look behind me. I always bring out the library luck. Could have been 3. You know what? Here's the thing. This is Japanese printing. There might be 2 libraries in this case. Don't even... Let's just see. Let's find out together. This is the quickest Fable hit I've ever had. Wasn't even paying attention. I'm like, oh, that's a library. That's right. We need pulping, gents. We need the pulpings. That's what we're missing. Library is the best looking. I mean, it's Federico Massetti art. The reason it's blown up behind me is it's such a cool looking card. Like, the art is super detailed. Cold foil library is... I'd get one if... I'd get one soon. I think that's a very good hit. I think it's underpriced because, again, I have a feeling when they reprint Prism, it's just... There's going to be a whole bunch of people getting back into light cards, you know? I mean, they're not that cheap. Do we even have one on the site? I think ours are always sold as well. Hey, Herbert. Man, that snack is stuck in my throat. Is there one on the site right now? There you go, Chowder Monkey. How much do you want to spend tonight? Let's do a deal. Let's negotiate. Actually, Chowder, what we could do is you could trade us your Rainbow Foil library. However, that's sick. We got pretty lucky with the cold foils as well. And they immediately sold when we put them up. Well, Chowder, if you want, email the store and Dev can have a chat to you. We're happy to trade it in towards the cold foil if you want it. Might even do you a deal since you're a active subscriber, but yeah, it's not a pressure thing. If you want to, we can try and make that happen. I know this Majestic in foil is worth 0. Also, I recently bought like an absolute truckload of Monarch Unlimited Majestics. But Total did me a good deal in these cases, and I was like, why not? Alright, box 2. How many soul foods do we actually have? Is it 50 or more? Estimate when the Mon first said stream would be Farron. No, because technically right now I own those cases, not the shop. So, I mean, let's say July when the new set comes out. We haven't like the EV is not great, and we have a bunch of those cards. So the shop doesn't need the stock. I just bought them because my source was running dry, and I just thought I'd pick them up because I think they're a great deal. And obviously, there's a couple of people in the chat that wanted some cases, so I think overall I'll have 6 or 7 left for myself, and I don't plan to open them. Like, I'm holding on to them, so what I'm hoping happens is Dusk Till Dawn shows a new prism, new chain, maybe even like some good Bolton support, and then we just go nuts. And then I will open them for the shop. The goal is for the shop. I just want to do it at the right time. Throwing up a whole bunch of Monarch first ed stuff now would mean nothing. No one would buy it. People would just come in and buy the legendaries, and that's it. Like, there's no players. Okay, not that there's 0, but there's very few players trying to buy. Very few players trying to buy. Wow, we got a red pulping. Levia, who? No, I'm kidding. Sorry, Harley. Of course, Levia. Although I feel like Levia, having played against her in CC, she's quite strong. She's just that was super underrepresented. Like, Bolton has this RNG element, not RNG, like combo element and card disadvantage. But Levia, I think those guys have worked that deck out, and people were winning ProQuest with it, right? It's just no one likes to play her. Isn't there a whole bunch of different builds with Levia? No Blood Debt Levia. I don't know. I'm not saying she doesn't need support. I'm saying I wonder how many people would actually play Levia even if she was decent. Hexagore, Bestigore. Oh, that's a legendary. That's a legendary. Whoa, it's a good one too. It's a really good one. All right. This was a very good buy. What a case. This is box 2. Man, my luck is really in Monarch. Like, if you is it cold foil? No, this is Unlim. Man, the last Monarch first I did was Library Vestige, I think. Man, you know what? That's what's going to be nuts. Opening Monarch first and hitting like Erudition Full Arts in July. I wonder what that card's going to be worth if they reprint Prism. Holy crap. Wasn't that like a $500 card when Prism was the queen? Oh, this is not a bad hit. Exude. And I want to go to bed before midnight. You reckon I can do it? Alright, we need red pulpings. That's what we actually need the most. By the way, anyone in the chat have a bunch of red pulpings to sell me? Seeded boxes, that's the one, Danny, I just open a lot. That's where my luck really comes from. But what I'm saying is the amount of fabled... The amount of like library plus legendary cases in Monarch I've opened is much higher than any other set. But this has been a very lucky stream, you're right. But have you seen my WTR Alpha case openings? I got 2 common cold foils, man, in a $20,000 case. On this channel. Go have a look. If you want to feel better about me hitting some Monarch Unlim stuff. It's coming, Raymond, in July. July 14 is the date. Blood Tribute will go up. I don't know. What does that card even do? Ooh, I was hoping it was a nourishing. Alright, last pack. Box 2. Can it be another library? It is not another library. Man, imagine if I call a second library and we hit it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But what happens if that happens? Do I achieve box breaker LL status? Do I have to quit? Alright, 2 more boxes. Please hit the like button if you're still here. Herbert, I did sort of watch it in the background. What were they talking about? They're saying it was not the best to open or to play. Is that the one you're talking about? Kind of agree. But again, like I just said it before, that's a good hit. So is this actually, but not yet. What was I saying? Yeah, the expansion sets, the supplementary sets are like such sick art on this card. They're like they never quite hit correctly when they come out. But then over time, they seem to really mature into, like, you start really seeing the value over time. I think Dynasty's going to be the same. Oh, yeah, well, I agree with Saint on that one. I don't like the Marvel weapons. It's just, this is a very good hit, obviously. Dev has a good take on it. I think, was it Dev? I'm trying to remember. Where was my brain going with that? The Marvel weapons. It's not where these go. Anyway, I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Marvel weapons. They don't... Sorry, Dev has a good take on the Marvel codexes. They don't look like a Flesh and Blood card. Kiwi, I'll buy 100. So if you have 100, I'll take them. So the Marvel weapons sort of have that similar thing where they don't look like normal equipment and weapons, which is odd to me because I really take pride in my deck. I have gold foils, you know, but gold foils and cold foils look fine next to each other. But then you get a Marvel and it just looks misplaced a little bit. Obviously, if everything existed as a Marvel, I would own it. But there's no chance of me getting a Marvel black background tunic, you know? Wouldn't that be sick? It's just not going to happen. And so I don't like them, no. Especially because also they didn't do the 3 printing thing, which they did a little bit with some stuff, but you can't get a normal cold foil of the weapons as well as the Marvel. Like, it's just... Oh, is that even right? Yeah, it's like rainbow and then Marvel. Am I mistaken? I'm tired. I think I'm right. That there's like no cool looking cold foil battle axe, but there's a Marvel one. That's what I'm remembering. Yeah, they're hard to hit, Raymond. So 3 for 6 would dominate. Tome. Hey, Death of Raven. Mateus, like I said this before, Mateus, like I like them in a vacuum, but I'm mainly a player, right? And I want my equipment to look cool on the board, and I don't feel they look good on the board. Like, I played Dorinthia, having a black axe is so anti-thematic for my deck. Like I said, if every equipment existed in a Marvel, I'd own all of them. I think they look cool. I just don't think they look cool together. That's a cool hit. Foil. They don't synergize. I don't know, but that's me. Just a preference, I think. Belittle and minnowism. All right, last few packs of this third box. Very uninspiring, I know. So there's something good left in the case for sure, right? Lumina's okay. All right, last pack. And then we're on to the last box. My rubbish bag's so full. Alright. Wish me luck. Dev, I do agree. It makes no sense to have a gold foil Earthlore bounty that looks worse than the cold foil that you get in Everfest. You're right. But like I said, I just don't know who makes those decisions. Like I don't know where, if it's a team effort or but whoever the team or the person doing that is, I think, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say like they should do player surveys and see what we like, but I think they should maybe be a bit more in tune to what the community might expect, because that's a weird one. That one is a weird one. Shadow of Blasphemous. We got so many of these. Hey, they don't sell. Someone buy some Rainbow Force Shadow of Blasphemous, please. It would help us a lot. I think you can buy a whole stock of Blasmafets for like $5. Harley, thanks, man. I appreciate you. By the way, we've put in a massive order for Uprising. And I think I'll have those to open. Was this a red pulping? It is a red pulping. We have 2 red pulpings. So anyway, who said they're going to sell me pulpings? Also, Uprising stream soon. Like 10 cases. That'll be fun. That'd be super. I love that set. Is the least boring to watch out of all the sets, I believe. Because there's always something just around the corner. You're always hitting some good stuff. Daniel, look, it's only 10 cases. I don't know what you're worried about. Also, I think we couldn't possibly need any uprising bulk though, right? We should have a bunch of that already. Thanks everyone that's stuck this out. I feel like 3 foil red Rally the Rearguard that no one's ever going to play. I mean, maybe they will. Wrong color pulping. So Genesis isn't even a Prism specialization. Is it Arclight and Erudition? Are they the ones? Yeah, but see, Uprising also has Crown of Providence, which is just won't stop going up in price. So, and Judgment, okay. Judgment, no one really plays, right? It's a limited, more like a limited card. Arclight and Judgment, right? Erudition might not be correct. Hey, Ashen Wings were great. Okay, so they're the 2 cards that may not be playable in the next set. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because to be honest, there's a chance they don't reprint Prism. They might just go to a new Light Illusionist. Like, imagine you get to play as the Librarian, as an example. I think that's significantly more epic. Oh, Azek can't play out of Banished? Yeah, so, well, it actually affects Dorinthia as well. Dorinthia does quite a bit of Banish and then play on her big turns. But yeah, imagine getting to play as the Librarian. I don't know how that works lore-wise. I'm just throwing it out there. 4 packs left. Second library is on its way, right? 100%. That's not a library. Can we get another legendary, though? That would be nuts. 1 legendary in 3 packs. Go. That's not it. Second last pack. Nope. Alright. This one has Valiant Dynamos in it. I just know. And that is not a legendary. Look, I tried. This is a pretty sick case. Not complaining. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry about the playmat to those of you who might have felt sick from looking at it. If you're still here and not subscribed, please do. I don't think we're far off. Let me get rid of this. I'll update the sub count and say thank you before I log off. What are we on? Oh, look at that. We're 7 away. I knew we were close. 9-3. Boom. Thanks for tuning in. Again, next stream will probably be a whole bunch of Uprising. If you have pulpings, red pulpings, message me. If you have WTR Unlim or Arcane Unlim for sale, PM me. I'll probably buy it. And if you want Monarch First Edition, especially if you're in Australia, PM me. I think I should still have a couple I can let go of. Good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.